Since the 1970s, the Mother Garden at the Occidental Arts and Ecology Center has been a special place. From the outset, we've been sharing the garden by sharing seeds, sharing good times, sharing knowledge. And the nursery is doing the same thing. The nursery really is the outward face of the garden because everything that we sell here is growing in the garden as a mother plant, or we grow seed in the garden for the nursery. This is an amazing plant. Just rub the leaves and smell your hand. I'm Doug Gosling, and I'm the manager of the OAEC Mother Garden Nursery.
It's got little...
And it looks like dewdrops,
yeah,
right?
dew on there.
Ice lettuce. This is a singular nursery in that the primary purpose really is about education. Isn't that wild?
That is crazy.
What is that?
Salty.
It's called ice.
It
Yeah, it
is
is.
salty.
It's from South Africa, and it grows in places that have salty soils. It's about teaching people what we know about the plants. Everything that we sell are things that we have trialed in the garden and fallen in love with. The nursery specializes in perennial plants, and those are plants that come back year after year. Food crops, culinary herbs, medicinal herbs, habitat-enhancing plants, and pollinator plants. We also do fiber and dye and perfume plants, but all of them are perennials. There's a special interest in growing perennials because they tend to be less labor-intensive, more drought-tolerant, and they're productive, and in many cases they're beautiful. A lot of things that we have here are rare. I think one of the ones that's really fun is something called Balm of Gilead, and it's a mint from the Canary Islands that I think has one of the most extraordinary fragrances of any plant I've ever smelled. The nursery is mission-driven. The idea really is to send diversity out into the world. I like to think that there are nodes of biodiversity all over the Bay Area, so we sort of feel like this garden has given birth many, many times over to what we call daughter gardens. And it's also a beautiful place. I mean, one of the things that I really try to strive for is to create an environment that people can feel when they walk in. I mean, there was a woman recently who I asked if she needed help, and she stood there and closed her eyes and said, "No, I'm just happy being here. I get to smell things, touch things, taste things, and then I get to take them home." And a lot of people have told us that the nursery itself is a really sweet place to look at plants and to buy plants.
Oh my God! Artichokes. My friend loves the ephraim.
We have public tours, and they are the first and third Sundays at 1 o'clock. And that's when the public has an opportunity to see the whole site. It's designed so that everything that we sell in the nursery is planted somewhere, both in the landscaping and the gardens, and so people can see them in situ. And there's a lot to see, and you might even fall in love with the plants as well and may want to take some home. So your garden can be a little daughter garden of the OAEC Mother Garden.